Have you been hearing about the news from DC and James Gunn? Let's talk about it. To the actual last one we're doing, this one's going to be kind of multifaceted here because DC is actually trying something new for a change, all right? So here we go. DC introduces 13 new Golden Age legacy characters. So for those that don't know, Golden Age, I guess in this context, is your DC heroes during like the late 40s into the mid 50s. If
Yeah.
I'm, yeah, okay, great. That's why I want to
Yeah.
double check with Accipiter because Papa Accipiter had collections of all of these said comics. So Accipiter knows his comic book history. All right. So at the end of Flashpoint Beyond, DC fans got an interesting tease about the 13, a group of characters that had been held outside of the time stream and, as the Time Masters discovered, had been reintegrated into DC history, particularly the Golden Age in the 40s. It's an intriguing list. I'm going to list off these here. The Golden Age, Mr. Miracle, Betsy Ross, Molly Pitcher, Ladybug, Salem the Witch Girl, Cherry Bomb, John Henry Jr., the Golden Age Red Lantern, Judy Garrick, the Harlequin Son, the Golden Age Aquaman, Quiz Kid, and the Golden Age Legionnaire. But while Flashpoint Beyond left readers with a lot of questions about the 13, this week's The New Golden Age #1 offers up full details about these mysterious figures, offering readers full Who's Who style profiles of these characters ahead of the upcoming Justice Society of America series, written by Jeff Johns. Here's a breakdown of the 13. The New Golden Age #1 is on sale now. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll through and just give you the names that you've heard, so I can actually put faces to said names. All right, then I'll get Accipiter's first thoughts, benefits, and possible side effects. All right, so we got Golden Age Red Lantern, nice. Salem the Witch Girl, all right, looks kind of Frankensteinian. Quiz Kid, looks very corny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Legionnaire, they're redacting all the information, so we'll find out what that looks like. Ladybug, yeah, okay.
I just thought Miraculous. My kids watched Miraculous. Ladybug and where's Cat Noir?
That's your kid's gonna say, like, this is their daddy. Like, that's not.
This is Ladybug. No, not that Ladybug. Marionette.
It's slander, honey. It's slander is what it is.
Yes, it is.
All right, we got Judy Garrick. I'll have much to say about that later. John Henry Jr. I'm definitely gonna talk about that one. The Harlequin Son. We've got Cherry Bomb.
Corny name.
Corny. Aquaman. Got beef with that one too.
Yeah.
Betsy Ross and Molly Pitcher. This looks like an oddly weird setup that they have.
Yeah.
I don't want to. And the Golden Age Mr. Miracle, right?
Yep.
So they've introduced these 13 characters. So now that I've read and showed those and kind of put faces to names and art to them, first thoughts, good sir. Accipiter, good sir. First thoughts.
So I'm a little more excited about this one, only because of who's writing it. If you told me it was Brian Michael Bendis or Tom King or Tom Taylor, I would have laughed and be like, this is dead in the water. But Jeff Johns, I mean, he's done a lot of good stuff for DC, especially he took the Green Lantern and made it expansive from that. I mean, the whole emotional spectrum. He's adding this whole new lore to the Justice Society. I mean, I'm definitely excited for that. Just want to see where it's going to go. And obviously there's some characters in there. I don't know. Obviously you have a problem with one of them.
More than one.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so all right. So those are your benefits. What are possible side effects may include?
Well, obviously some of those characters, but I don't know. It's the side effects is just really the characters themselves, I guess. I mean,
okay.
What were your side effects with this?
Well, first I'll just at least let you know the benefits. Hey, right. DC's doing new characters. All right.
Man, you have a problem with that.
Yeah, oh, I have several problems with that. So they are going to be new characters, and you did get Jeff Johns to do it. And Jeff Johns, one thing he actually is good at is revitalizing characters that were kind
Yep.
of dead in the water by the time they were placed in his hands.
Yes.
And so, with that, there's a benefit of that. It's actually great because you're going to wind up digging further into the JLA, which is, what I said that DC should have done from the start. You could have given yourself a 20-year head start on Marvel just by saying JLA, like, hey, we're so good, we're not even going to mention Superman or Batman. We
Yeah.
might mention Wonder Woman because of how old she technically is, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Wonder Woman run this whole thing. I'm gonna run Sucker Rush right, you guys. It's really gonna be a literal strong woman coming from a line of independent women on Themyscira, and she's gonna run shit for the JLA.
JSA.
And or which I guess JSA, JS. I guess so. JSA. I guess will be that version for the movie. But I'm okay, and that's what they should have done. You could have had Hour Man, which we'll call Wildcat, Bronze Tiger, Jake Garrick's Flash, Midnighter.
Yeah.
So many obscure characters that could have really built the foundation for your Justice League when they needed to take it up a notch, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I think actually helps. Like, hey, we can go further back and get you interested in that before we kind of go with what's current, because that stuff's all over the place. And with that bullshit they put with Infinite Frontier when they ran out of stuff to do from Rebirth, you can miss me with that, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Possible side effects may include, and good Lord, let me know if this is not a side effect that you've had with this, is deja vu. Did we not do this after Dark Knight's Metal dropped? Weren't we doing the New Age of Heroes? Where we
but that was the New Age of literally.
No, because it was a New Age of Heroes, right? There was the Challenger.
But these aren't New Age heroes. That's the thing.
No, they're not.
They're doing it in vain. They're doing it in vain of like Marvel Century, where he was established in the already established universe. These are characters that are supposed to be established, but are forgotten from time.
But
unlike what you're saying, that they're new. These are brand new. Like what's his name?
Silencer, Sideways.
Yeah.
No,
Sideways. That's what I was thinking. But yeah. I mean, those were brand new. They weren't lost in time. They were already established in the universe.
And that's what makes these worse. You had to say, "Oh, they were lost in time. We brought them back. It's still they're in the JSA, but they were the sidekicks of the heroes."
Not all of them, but yes. Yeah.
Bro, I read damn near most of these are someone's sidekick. I'll show you.
All right, most of them. Yes, you're right.
So we're gonna say.
But again, Jeff Johns is writing this. Come on,
bro.
Gotta have some faith.
I don't care if Jesus was writing this. I'm gonna have I have questions. Yo, hey,
no,
Zeus,
I know.
What are you talking
You're
about
right.
this?
You're right. You're right.
Right. So side effects may include deja vu, because I will say this: after Dark Knight's Metal, which is one of the best stories that DC could put out in the last 10 years, right? After that, in the events unfolded, there was a New Age of Heroes who were given the Challengers, Silencer, Sideways, Damage. What did they do? Not a damn thing. Okay, sales were terrible, right? No one really read the books.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, which is unfortunate because they were actually trying to bring new characters. It's just that,
and they weren't terrible either.
They weren't terrible. Some of them were actually pretty good. It's just that we've done this before, guys.
Yeah.
What I'm also gonna have is side effect on this one is appropriation of my characters that I like. All right, I'm actually.
I just wait for that one.
Oh, bro, I was stealing when I saw it. I'm gonna bring you all the way up with my main beast right here. All right, where you at? Where you at? Boom, this one. From the boom, which is terrible, right?
The boomer.
The boom. The boom is supposed to be.
Yeah, come on, the boomer. She's a boomer.
Yeah, she can boom these nuts. Judy Garrick. It's Judy Garrick, right? And Judy Garrick is essentially supposed to be Jay Garrick's daughter, right? Which is essentially saying that, hey, there's a line of Flashes. And essentially saying that, hey, right around the time, I'm guessing what she was. How old
I think
supposed to be 14,
I think supposed to be 14 because she travels back in time.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, exactly.
that's where I
So
got a little confused. I was like, wait, what?
right, and so this is the thing
Goddamn
is
time
that
travel.
well, I really don't care about time travel. It's just the fact that it was important to see that Jay Garrick wasn't alone when he met Barry. You know, when they did the speedsters across multiple
Right.
universes. I forget which issue dropped out. It was a pivotal issue, right? Where Jay and
Flash
Barry meet.
Rebirth? Or
No, no,
no?
no, no. I mean
Oh,
like
you're talking
their
about
very, very first meeting, like that
oh
one.
yeah, yeah.
Today is it
I
was
forgot
like
what it's called.
19. I
I
think
know
it
what
was
you're
like
talking. The
19.
famous comic
Yeah,
book cover with them running
right.
with the
I think
wall.
it had to be like what 1960, if not earlier than that, when they
Possibly.
first meet, right? But
I
it
think
was a
so.
very pivotal meeting because it was they were on a collision course without knowing it, and then they meet. They're like, "Oh my god, I'm not alone."
Right.
And so it was like, "Well, hey, Jerry never had a son, but Barry fills that role." And even though Barry didn't have Barry's kids were the Twisters, right? The twins. He had twins. But they never really talk
Yeah.
about them. So it was important that his nephew was Wally, and he filled that role. So the kind of theme that you have with the speeches is they usually don't have children, which is why it was even more heartbreaking when you found out that Iris lost her children to Zoom in the Blitz saga, because you're like, oh my god, we had the promise of a future Flash family, we didn't get it.
Yeah.
And so now you're going all the way back and giving Jay Garrick a son. Well, then that kind of tears at the
Well,
relationships
a
that
daughter.
a
But
daughter. I'm sorry. Well, I look right at it and say
I mean,
son.
who knows?
Whatever.
Maybe Barry was the one.
I don't do
He
that. Yeah.
he had randomly thought that I was a father figure for some reason, and I feel like he's my
Eh,
son.
eh,
But it's because
eh,
the time stream took it out.
eh. All I'm saying is that, bro, you breathed in those chemicals that was in your test tube that fell and broke. You breathed that
Hard
shit in.
water.
Hard water, right? I'm thinking the way that they described it. I'm thinking sterility had to have been a side effect for you, bro. That's all. Like, come on, just let
Yeah,
that happen.
I
Let it happen, bro.
guess. I guess.
Right. So
Yeah, yeah.
you're going back and giving someone a kid, taking them away and then putting them back. Like, this is not the 4400, bro. It's not. Because I know that you're taking the 13. Come on, man. I saw the 4400. It was a great show, but we're beyond this, guys. All right. Other beef I got. The fuck is this going on?
I knew you were
What
going to do that one.
goddamn mess is this?
Did they
I'm
really have
telling
to
you,
put
right?
a noose on that picture
Jesus
too?
Christ. On the cross. Because look, there's John Henry Jr., right? He's black, right?
Uh,
The only thing that makes it worse is the fact that Ladybug ain't passing for white, if that's where you're trying to go with this.
yeah. Well, no, I
And
think she's Hispanic, right?
right.
Or
And
Indian?
Wiz Kid, and look at this. Wiz Kid
No, he's
is
Indian.
actually whatchamacallit? Ragoose Sita
Yeah,
Shamara.
yeah.
Really? In the 40s? And he gets to wear this.
True,
And
true.
he doesn't. There's no problems, but yeah, and she's passed for Mexican, looking like that. And then we got
Of
this.
course. I know. Instead of the white hood, they put a black hood.
Exactly. And you throw that on white, and now we got some problems.
Now, apparently, he is the direct John Henry from Darwin Cook's
Bro,
New Frontier.
I don't care if he's the descendant of Black Henry. Okay. All I know is when I saw this shit, and I was like,
oh man.
Young Chariot. Because there's no way you just throw the hood on and then leave all this untaken care of, and they'd be like,
Dale.
Right. You're like, oh, you're black. Just gotta look for one with a similar build as you, just black skin. He rolled up the sleeve to show that he's got black skin, but
of course
doesn't want to show his face.
Doesn't want to show his face. Yes.
Yeah. Right. I think the biggest beef I actually have though is this right here.
Oh
right?
Man, Aquaman.
It's Aquaman, right? It's the golden.
Well, first
Aquaman.
off, the alias itself, Adam Waterman. Oh, sorry, my Philly accent.
No.
Waterman. No. That's lame in itself. But what are you trying to tell me? This is the Aquaman that everyone's made fun of since the cartoons,
right?
Like
exactly. This is and the problem I have is it's similar to when the nerd goes to the gym and gets like the gym body, and he tries to go back to the reunion. You're like, dude, you called you Dorkules. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're not gonna act like no. We're still gonna make fun of you. We can admire the work you put in, but damn, bro, those are some bad years you went
Yeah, he
through,
better
right?
be riding some seahorses or some shit, you know?
Right. We're like, bro, we're right. Like we we throw a little plastic six pack at you, and like you
Yeah.
got. So we're going to make fun of you, bro. Just let it happen.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that the biggest beef that I have is that you're trying to put off the lame jokes on a person that really wasn't Aquaman. When like, bro, we just made fun of him. Let it go.
They're trying to make the new Arthur Curry cool because Jason Momoa is Aquaman.
Right.
I mean,
It's
that's
like
essentially what it is.
exactly. It's like just let that go. Be okay with
Yeah,
it.
just
And
be okay.
those are the main beefs that I have with. It's just the fact that we've done this before. Some of the characters absolutely suck. The only one that I kind of would want to think about is the Mr. Miracle, because the way that they're framed it is they're giving it a designation. They're giving it an actual lineage, right? They're saying that this guy that's supposed to be the Mr. Miracle was
Thaddeus
actually
Brown, which
Thaddeus
is
Brown.
yeah, and apparently in the comics he was an actual character who trained Mr. Miracle.
Right.
They're
And
just
so I'm
adding the
like,
fact that he was Mr. Miracle before Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fine. Give me a moniker. I didn't like the Mr. Miracle that came after Scott Free, but if you're telling me it's a lineage and a designation, I can understand why there was the switch. That's the problem, is that when you race swap characters and you don't tell me it's a lineage that's passed on from the beginning, that's when you kind of run into problems. But if you're saying that, hey, Mr. Miracle is a moniker, that's pretty cool. I'm actually okay with that. And a movie adaptation with that framework could actually work.
Yeah.
I'd actually want to see that. I will hold out hope out of those 13. Only one I hold out hope for is Mr. Miracle. And I look forward to anybody bringing up that goddamn noose and Black Hood over John motherfucking.
Well, and then we have to find out who Legionnaire is. I mean, obviously a legion of superheroes, but I mean, the speculation is it's Superboy, like Jonathan Kent Superboy.
I knew that though. I guess that.
Yeah, I would have guessed that too.
It's easy. Like,
I mean,
there's nothing else to do with him. There's nowhere else to put him, and that was the problem with him up too fast. I mean, it's kind of like you get what you deserve on this one. You aged him up too fast. You fast tracked him on top of aging him up, and Daddy's home now. Run along, son.
Such a good character.
It was very, very good character. But yeah, that's kind of where we are with this one. We're pretty much wrapping up at this point. Accipiter, closing thoughts and closing remarks, good sir.
Regardless of obviously the lot of making fun of, I'm excited for what's happening at DC. Finally, for once in my life, my God, in the comics and the live action, more of the live action than the comics, but yeah, that's neither here or there.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually been this much excitement of anything DC related since maybe The Dark Knight. I mean, legitimate excitement. Just hearing the news, you're like, oh my God, I can't wait. I don't know what's going to happen, but like I'm going to be front and center when it does. I don't think we've had this much excitement. I mean, even Justice League, the Joss Whedon cut, wasn't this exciting that I can recall. You went in kind of, you didn't know where it was going to go, but you're just like, I'm just going to take the ride with it. But with this one, there's legitimate and palpable excitement, and I cannot wait. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I am on things as well. But again, guys, we got Accipiter with us in tonight. We wanted to talk some more DC news. At this point, pretty much anything that's DC related, I'm going to try my damnedest to get him back on, because along with actually following DC very closely, he reads the comics and watches the animated films. So it's going to be good to pick his brain as well. But guys, you know what? It's been a good night and a good day, but we got to be out for now. So E.G.O out.
Go Eagles.